true. Poison the multitude, they be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Money in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the usher. No, I can't touch you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Sorta, falling out through the rubber. Remember this shit jump at the top, I was young and something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I knew the solution. Maybe that's what I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone will.
Yeah, I use a dub. I'ma win. I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa?
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up second and
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And his throw is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Here's Kaepernick. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. No score after one on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
2nd down, looking to throw, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Josh Lambo to kick
the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first. It's caught at the 10.
They are not.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A pass complete here to Conley, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A short kick. Now a hit and a loose football.
Yeah, it's on.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
I'm the best in the game. I'm
And
the
he
best
will
in the
bring
game.
it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
Know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town.
Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Miami Dolphins taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 34. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 3 catches, 51 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Come on, man. You better do something.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Left side complete to Lockett. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Tyler Lockett.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Seahawks 1st down.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Wilson. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Are you serious, dog?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
3 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Then he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip the cap to them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. The left side, it's Dorsett. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-28, the final score. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Larry Fitzgerald, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Jason Sanders.
In our game, we got to see a little Fitzmagic. Ryan Fitzpatrick looking good. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Complete to DK Metcalf.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jerome Baker, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on second and long. Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Fitzpatrick on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returnable for Dorsett. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 29, Wilson, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, and that is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
He was
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick going deep here for Parker. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Dolphins. 51 yards.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17 and able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Robbie down. Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A 3-yard.
And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses, and Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
On the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bearing a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. The winning team, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be the true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that stretch, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the